Good morning, church. I'm here on our red couch again to do an update. It is Tuesday, November 24th. And as it feels like the last couple times I've done an update, it is important to timestamp this update. Because we saw last week that we gave an update on Tuesday. And as conditions changed throughout the week, we made some adjustments that we thought were most appropriate. So I wanted to give you a couple updates. Some of these you've already heard, but I want to reiterate just to clarify and make sure we're all on the same page. So coming up this week, we have our Thanksgiving service, which will be on Thursday morning. It will be 10 a.m. online only. So it'll post on our YouTube page at 10 a.m. So I encourage you to worship with your family wherever you might be gathered. You can be live chatting with it as it happens, just like you would on a Sunday morning. So we're excited though. You'll notice that for Thanksgiving service, you get to see a number of different faces. So thank you to all of you who participated with prayers and readings and other things from our church. The other piece, and perhaps the elephant in the room, is that our board met on Sunday to discuss what course of action we would like to take in light of rising cases in our area. So just a little bit of background on that. We received a letter, and all churches in our county received a letter from the Kent County Health Department on Friday. And it more or less said that due to rising cases and struggles to keep up with both testing and contact tracing, that the Kent County Health Department is asking the churches can discontinue meeting for a period of time. They gave us a number of metrics that they said will be helpful to guide us to understand when we should be in remote and when we should be in person. And in the letter, it recommended that they don't believe that numbers will come back in line with what they think is good for in terms of community spread and gathering as a church until the middle of January. And so the board made the tough decision to say we will be worshiping remotely through a live stream like we did this past week, each Sunday through and including Sunday, January 10th. This allows us to plan appropriately for Advent and Christmas, to make plans to make it meaningful and powerful, to worship together while also apart in this season. We thought that decision reflected responsibility as leaders. It was a way to honor and listen to the recommendations of the health department. It was a way to support our frontline workers, of which here at River Rock we have a number of you. We wanted to just honor the fact that work is hard, and we want to just support you even in our little way of saying that we're not going to be gathering in person for just this season. So what is going to happen now? So Sunday mornings, there'll be a live stream at 10 a.m. The stream will be happening here in the building. It'll be the worship team and myself and a few participants who will be streaming to our MT Worship Center, but it'll be online every week at 10, so you can participate, live chat with people as the service is going on. A couple things about the live stream. At this time, we're going to discontinue our Zoom watch party and encourage everybody to hop on to YouTube and participate in the conversation there. The other piece we're really excited for is normally at the time that the message begins, we would dismiss our students to go to Kids on the Rock. We are instead going to be dismissing our students to hop on to a Kids on the Rock Zoom call. So parents, keep an eye out for the link that's going to be coming out this week, and it will give a link so that we'll pause during the live stream and say, okay, instead of kids go to the gym, kids go hop onto the Zoom link. They'll have a chance to get on the Zoom call with a number of their friends from church. There'll be a live lesson taught by one of our Kids on the Rock leaders. There'll be time and space for the kids to discuss and talk and pray with one another and have a chance to connect and have that community even while we are apart. This Sunday is our Advent kickoff. We had been planning for that to be drive-through or walk-up. We're moving it to entirely drive-through. So it'll be here at church. You can come into the Circle Drive by the front door. There'll be a handful of us from the staff who will be there giving you and your family a bag of goodies. It'll have some treats and snacks, Advent readings, luminaries, a whole bunch of things that we've prepared for worshiping from home in this season. So again, pickup is between 4 and 5:30. If that time doesn't work for you, let us know. We can make other arrangements, or we can arrange for it to be delivered to your home. So just reach out to the office or to Jen about getting a delivery set up. There's also a link to get delivery set up through our weekly email. But as we wrap all of this up, just two pieces. The first is I recognize that this update did not include every single ministry that is currently gathering. There will be an update you will receive yet this week with a much more detailed explanation of what each of our ministry teams are going to be doing and what gathering is going to look like in this season. And the second piece comes back to what God really put on my heart to share Sunday. In this season, I believe we're as a church called to turn into the slide. That our call to be the church, to love well, to be radical, real, and rooted does not change. And so in this season, I encourage you to check in with each other. Call and email each other. Do a Zoom call. Have your small group via Zoom and sit on somebody's back porch and light up a bonfire. For us to be creative, but to also continue to live into our call, to become and grow into the people and the church that God has created us to become has not changed, even if the way we're going to have to do it is going to look different in this season. So you'll get some more ideas and resources in your Advent packet and from the office of how to do that. We encourage you to begin to wonder what it looks like. I know we had a deacon this past week who felt really called to go pray for their neighbors. And so as soon as church ended, they went into the neighborhood and they started praying in the front yards of some of their neighbors who they had connected with. And so church, think about what it looks like to be radical, real, and rooted in this season. And may we do that in a way that gives honor and glory to Christ in this season that is so often associated with hope, and love, and joy, and peace. So church, stay safe, be well, and I look forward to connecting with you this Sunday online on our live stream.